Well, it's hot enough out here that the cacti are feeling comfortable enough. They feel like, hey, this is like a desert. So they decided, you know.
I'm just wondering, I mean, do you feel smart when you say cacti?
Yeah, well, it's plural for cactus.
Oh,
Cacti.
The cacti. When they just come
Well, the
out.
cacti.
Cacti.
The cacti. After the Trail of Terror, the Bluebill Pond Loop. So when we came into the National Wildlife Refuge, we came in right here. We came up right here by the office and we parked, and then we walked up the road, did the little loop, come back around that big old pond where we saw that big old pond, and now we walked back to our car. So now we're going to take the wildlife drive and figure out which trails we want to focus on. I'm thinking I really want to do the Airfield perimeter loop, which is the big one. I don't necessarily know that I care to do the West Woody Pond Trail. It's only a half-mile loop. I think I would want to do, let's do the big one. Let's do the Airfield perimeter loop, which is 3 miles. So let's drive, we get up there, let's follow it around to the left, and we'll look for the Airfield perimeter loop. I vote on that.
Okay.
Alright guys, warming up. But here's some information about the Harris Neck Army Airfield. And it was established shortly after World War II, or shortly after World War II started, I believe. But a lot of history here. And what's left of it, really, is just some of the runway and the Airfield perimeter loop, and that's why it is a 3-mile trail that takes you on the old runway of this old Harris Neck Army Airfield.
Is this where we're starting?
I'm going to follow the sign because I trust the sign. It's going to make a loop, so no matter where we start, we should come out this way. It'll be 3 miles and we should come back out. I'm assuming we're going to come out there.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. This is the big trail out here. Now they all have their different elements of scenery, but this being the longest trail in 3 miles, and it's the Airfield perimeter loop. Just so you know, it's getting hot.
I don't mean to be a negative Nancy. Did you get a compass? You said you were trusting. You said you were trusting the sign, right?
Yeah, I'm trusting the sign. We got a map, and it's a big triangle.
Okay, but you never got a compass.
I did not get a compass.
Okay, and you were like a trail tour guide person. Do those trails?
Well, I'm not a tour guide per se.
Yeah, but you do trails. You do a lot of trails.
Right.
No compass.
I mean, there's a compass on my phone.
Do you have any weapons? What if like a wild squirrel comes out and attacks you or something?
Then I'll give.
You have anything to defend yourself?
I'm going to offer him some acorns.
Just things I think about.
Right.
You know, when we're out in the woods.
Right.
Okay, what about a bear or a gator? If a bear or gator comes out, you know, after you. What would you?
You're asking too many questions. So please leave a comment in the comment section if you have more questions.
Leave a comment in the comment section if you want Mr. Jason here from P55 to answer these questions, because I sure would like to know. Like, what do you do if you're walking on a trail and a big old bear comes out or a gator comes out? You know, something to think about.
You take pictures. This is very unique, guys. Remnants of the old Army airfield that was established in the 40s. Obviously no longer, you know, part of the military, but now part of the Harris Neck Wildlife Refuge. And you can take this 3-mile loop if you're in the area. If you want to know where I'm at, between Brunswick, about halfway between Brunswick and Savannah, is the Harris Neck Wildlife Refuge. Well, sidebar here, this may have nothing of any significant value over here, but looks like some old structure here. Looks almost like tabby type structure. Some old pieces here.
That's pretty neat. This looks fun to go through.
Go ahead.
Oh, thorny bush, thorny bush. And cobweb.
Knock on wood, as I suspected, the bugs are not as bad on this paved, somewhat paved trail. What lies around the bend? What lies around the bend?
Dun dun dun.
Looks like we're getting into some overgrown sections. But need not fear, Mr. Dion is here.
I like what you did there, that's good.
Oh wow, this really is overgrown.
That looks like a little...
Oh,
Oh, we just shifted gears here. Which way did we go?
I think we have to go. I mean, this has to be going. Yeah, look, I can see the green arrows. Do you see them up there?
Don't like that? Yes, I do.
Okay, so here's the thing. Watch out for snakes in this tall grass.
Yep.
This is their territory all the way. Wow. That looks like we survived. Back on trail. We had to cross the water there for a minute, but we made it.
Yay!
So just to give you a heads up where we're at, we parked somewhere over here. We walked all the way around. Now we're at a crossway. We still have to take this green loop all the way back around to our car, finish the 3-mile loop. But we have the option of taking this little historical trail, which may have some interesting stuff. It would add, if we did the whole thing, it would add a whole nother mile by going there and back. Now, I say we just sneak peek it. If it looks like we should keep going, we'll keep going. If not, we'll turn around and come back and finish our loop over there. Do you want to do a sneak peek?
Come on, let's go.
We are on the historical trail, and I believe we're going to see remnants of an old military building coming up here.
Nice.
Let's check it out.
And they said we wouldn't find Area 51.
So this is pretty cool. This is remnants of an old military building. In fact, Area 51, yes, it was located actually here first. Actually, I have it on my phone what this actually is. All right. This is a bunker is back in there. Okay, so just a military bunker or an old supply something or other. You can hear my echo. Echo? Echo, can you hear me? Where are you? Oh, wow. It's pretty cool. So if you like seeing more stuff like this, check out our Cecil Field video. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description and up above. Let's see. see where Mr. Dion is taking us.
Probably a rabbit. Sounds like it's running.
Mr. Dion's up there doing some Cobra Kai stuff. So I think we found our little old military structure. Now we're gonna get back on the perimeter loop, get back to our car, and we have one more point of interest that we want to see at this wildlife refuge. And yeah.
Ooh, I saw a deer.
You saw a deer?
Yes, I saw a deer.
That is awesome.
It's running, so.
Well, he couldn't hold off and wait for us.
Let's come through it. Oh, no.
One thing I want to compliment the wildlife refuge out here. The signs are really good, very well marked. You just kind of really just want to study the map. You know, I printed a map offline, but if you get to the entrance and the little kiosk at the parking, there were a lot of maps there, and then driving a little further down to the office, there were more maps. So I don't think they're going to run out of maps. So don't stress if you don't get it printed out before you come. But just know that you do need to take a minute to look over the map and figure out what color your trail is, and just follow the signs and keeping an eye on the map. Make sure you bring your water. You know, you want to be safe, your bug repellent, but just stay on the trails, follow the signs. Very well marked out here for all the trails, so keep that in mind. Look at some of the cactuses out here. Some cacti. Cacti.
Kind of, you know, weird because this is an airport-based thing that's covered in concrete, and they're just like busting through. You got all kind of plants. You got trees busting through the concrete. You got grass coming through. You got cactus coming through. Man, the earth is rebelling. They're like, we take it back. We will come together and we take it back.
Well, it's hot enough out here that the cacti are feeling comfortable enough. They feel like, hey, this is like a desert. So they decided, you know.
I'm just wondering, I mean, do you feel smart when you say cacti?
Yeah, well, it's plural for cactus.
Oh,
Cacti.
The cacti.
The cacti.
Cacti.
The cacti.
I'm not judging, I'm just asking. Say it all fancy like, man, you city. You sound like one of them city folks.
So I don't think we have much more on this perimeter loop. Ooh, armadillo. Wow. I don't know if we're gonna get too close or not. Yeah, he's in the woods. That's pretty cool. Wildlife.